Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Mr. Princess, SoundCloud, SoundClick. Alright, so this video is not about sports. This video is about marriage. And I'm finding a consensus throughout all races that the men are hesitant to get married. And the reason why this is because a lot of us are finding out that marriage is a scam. And De Beers, the Dutch, who invaded Africa, are a large part of this scam. Yeah, they're very, very wealthy. And they give the African people in like Nigeria, there's diamond mines in Nigeria, and they work for like $1 a day or something, child labor, all that. So there's some pretty heinous crimes going on over there by the Nigerians and by the Dutch. The Nigerians are allowing it to happen, so they can stay in power, whoever the politicians and the fake government is over there. But, what De Beers has done is, being that they control the diamonds, they made up a lie saying that the diamond is a girl's best friend. Came out with a slogan in like the 40s and said, she's not going to marry you unless you buy her this huge, worthless rock. So they flooded the market with diamonds, and then they stopped. Then they raised the price on it and then made the diamonds rare. Well, diamonds are not rare. They're plentiful. There's geodes, large, large deposits of diamonds, different kinds. But, they put this astronomical price on it, throw you $20,000 into debt just to have this woman marry you, and then when you get divorced, guess what? She keeps your ring. Or if you give it to her as an engagement ring and she's, and it turns around and doesn't work, it's a good chance she's going to keep your ring. And this has happened over and over again. Now, you see some cases where the ring is actually given back to the man. But, what's the resale value on diamonds? I don't really know. But a lot of men are finding out, that that's a trap. That's a financial trap. You know what I'm saying? To make this woman happy, and she's not happy. She's not happy. You lose your job, you lose your woman, you lose your family. Or if you get a better job, you can lose your family. Because she might not want to be with you anymore. She might want to be with a gardener. This has happened. You fool around and hit the lottery. Next thing you know, things don't work out so good for you. Find yourself in a very odd position because she's gone. And then she makes claims against you that you didn't do, like Tyrese. And you go broke. So marriage, listen, marriage wasn't always like that. But everybody knows that it's a scam now. And everybody's trying to win. They're all trying to line their pockets. Even marriage counselors to the lawyers. The lawyers make so much money. Marriage is expensive, People get married without annulments, they pay for it. Gabriel Union in her first marriage. A lot of other people, Phil Collins, Then they work right around that, especially if there's a child involved. This child still has to have the same living that they had when they were with you, which is, so if you were a millionaire and next thing you know, that child is getting, for child support, they're getting, $14,000, $15,000 a month or more. And that money is going through the court system first. So the court system is getting money first. The child doesn't matter. The child is an excuse. The court system is what matters because you can go and give money to your child. And if you're on child support, excuse me, sorry. A little under weather, sorry. If you're on child support, then they'll say that was a gift. Yeah, it was a gift to my child because I'm still taking care of my child. They're like, oh no, you still owe us. And if you don't pay the child support system what they're owed, then you go to jail, even though the whole modus operandi is for you to take care of your child. So why can't I just take care of my child without you being involved? Because it's all a scam. It's all a running joke. And the joke is on you uh, to go out and make all this money and think you're in love, to get swept up in emotions, to buy this ring, to get this house, to get these new appliances, this new furniture, and then to get cheated on by the mailman. Literally. You get cheated on by the mailman, and then you get kicked out of your house. You had, 2.5 kids. You have to leave your house. You can't kick her out because she's, closer to the children, I guess. She wasn't thinking about the children when her legs were open, but now she's, so, there's been some instances where, that flipped on him and it was the man who ended up getting the money, but the majority of the time it's the woman. And this is one reason why I'm not married. I could have been married. I tried to get married twice, and I'm glad I didn't. But I was real young. I was 19 and I was 24, so that was. I mean, I'm 50 this year, so that was a lifetime ago. But the more I think about it, the less I'm interested in it. Especially if I all of a sudden got a bunch of money. I would have women flocking to me left and right, not nowhere near interested in me at all. But I would be a come up, point blank. They'd try to marry me or they would try to be alone with me and then claim I did something that I didn't. Next thing you know, the court system, and then they would, their lawyer would say, just pay her off. And, if I was making 250, 300,000, they would be like, just give her $50,000. The lawyer would take a third of that, they'd go away. A quick come up, you know. Either that or you're going to jail. That's the whole system. This woman claims you did something. You need to get a lawyer, so now I have to hire a criminal lawyer. Then I get a lawyer, and that lawyer costs 25,000 off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Going to the court system, you're still paying this lawyer, whatever, and none of it's true. This woman just had allegations, but nonetheless, you can go to jail on allegations. Now things are starting to flip around now because women are they're seeing that these allegations are made, and people are starting to distrust the system. They're like, the system is false, especially when somebody's rich. You're going to jail automatically when somebody makes an allegation. But when you're not so rich, the people are, the police are now investigating the women. And they're like, really? What happened? Let's hear it. Finding out that it's not true. Here's the thing, you can turn around and sue the people who made allegations against you in civil court, and you could win simply because you didn't go to jail. And this is why I suggest uh, Nelly do once he gets out and they find out that he didn't do it. This is what I suggest Usher do: sue those people and make them pay for your court costs. I suggest you do that, and you'll win because you go to court and be like, they said this happened.